Welcome to KJTV. And I want to talk about life is not a vending machine. Do you know what a vending machine is? You put a dime, you get something. You put a coin, something drops. If you put a coin and nothing drops, you will start banging on the... Have you ever seen people banging on the vending machine because it has failed to deliver after giving some money? That is not how life works. Life is totally different. At times you can give without expecting anything to come back. That is what I want to talk to you, that don't take your life like a vending machine. And practically I want to take you back to the Bible. The 2 Kings 4 verse 8 to 7. This Elisha and the Shunammite woman. One day Elisha went to Shunem, and a well-to-do woman was there who asked him to stay for a meal. So wherever he came by, he stopped there to eat. She said to her husband, "I know that this man who often comes our way is a holy man of God. Let us make a small room on the roof and put in it a bed and a table, a chair and a lamp for him. Then he can stay there wherever he comes to us." One day, when Elijah came, he went up to his room and lay down there. He said to his servant Gehazi, "Call the Shunammite." So he called her, and she stood before him. Elijah said to him, "Tell her, you have gone to all this trouble for us. Now, what can we do for you? Can we speak on your behalf to the king or the commander of the army?" That's the prophet asking. She replied, "I have a home among my own people." What can be done for her? Elijah asked Gehazi again. Gehazi said, "She has no son, and her husband is old." Then Elijah said, "Call her." So he called her, and they stood in the doorway. About this time next year, Elijah said, "You will hold a son in your arms." "Oh, no, my Lord," she objected. "Please, man of God, don't mislead your servant." But the woman became pregnant, and the next year, about the same time, she gave birth to a son, just as Elisha had said. Quite an interesting story. There are so many things we have to learn from this story. This woman was a wealthy woman of noble origin. I mean, they were rich. At times, when people reach that level, they don't care about the small people, like the men of God and the other things. But she did. And when she was asked whether she needs anything, she said, "No, I have a home among my people." Even though she was childless, she had just resumed her faith. She had said, "That is my faith, I'm childless." But she was comfortable that she had pegged her security of a home among his people. Even though the husband was old, and she doesn't have children who would be a security, he saw a security among her people. She helped a man of God with no strings attached. And this is where many people, we live this life and assume that life is a vending machine. We only pray to God because we want to get something. We tend to help when we only pray to God, so selfish that all we want is what we can get. We put our petitions for what we get. But here is a woman who did not have a child, but she had made herself happy, and she helped without asking. She did not question God. She did not ask the old man of God that why am I not getting a child? Even when he was asking, she did not even, she was asking, but she never said anything about that. Are you that kind of person? Have you ever helped without really getting it back? You know, this story teaches so many things. Even the man of God, the holy man of God, was helped. And actually, he wanted to give back. He wanted to ask why he's so nice. Have you ever been helped and you've forgotten to say thank you, or to ask yourself if there is anything you can do back to this person? Have you tried to help to put your problems aside before you will get the blessings of God? Do you know that maybe that problem you're having with your neighbor, the hatred you have with your neighbor, is the one which is holding you back? Do you know maybe that often you are mistreating is the one who's holding your blessings? Do you know there is somebody you are supposed to help that you are not helped, and that's why God has not blessed even your business? Have you ever asked yourself that way? These are some of the lessons we have to learn from this story. It's quite amazing because the lady in question did it freely without asking. You know, in so many ways, many people have pegged their life on some of the other things. You know, like one of the quotes by Winston Churchill said one time that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Have you ever given something out before you ask? Before you ask for help, help. This is a really practical story, I know, which resembles this one. There was one woman, was very rich. They were very rich. The husband was very rich. They did not have a child. She had had 2 miscarriages, and then she did not get a child. So for a long time, it was a very difficult and a painful time for them. But this lady had one great quality. She loved children. So you will get all the children of our friends. She will help mothers who were working to bring their children. He can take care of them. She would feast her friends who get children. The children loved this lady so much. The children would come and he would bring all the children of their friends to stay overnight in our place. So it went like that. She loved children and the children loved her back. One thing happened which really broke her heart. One of the children had spent a weekend on our place. And as the children were playing outside in the playground, one child fell. It was a risky place, and she fell and broke her limb. And then she was taken to hospital, and the other people were saying so many stories. She took care of the bill, and everything went on. Later, another child of a friend mysteriously died. Now there was rumors which were spreading around that she worships a cult which is making her rich, so she was sacrificing the child for the wealth they are having. That information devastated her so bad. When she heard all the people were talking that the reason why she was close to other people's children is to sacrifice them at the end. Now, people pulled their children away from her. She was so depressed with all the stories they were saying, she sold her womb to the cult, and that's why she cannot get children. Those were very bad information. But she kept true to her faith. As if she was getting out of that, something again happened. One day, one of our servants said that they got a child wrapped up and on the door, on the gate. So when she came out to to see the child was there, and beneath the child there was a closed envelope. So she brought the child to the house. She read what was inside the envelope, and they didn't know who had brought the child there. So he said, get the food. They took care of the child. The husband was away on a business trip. When the husband came back, found a child at home and said this child was abandoned on the gate and we didn't know where to take the child, so I decided to take care of the child. No, the husband said, no, we have to go to police and report and maybe take the child to the orphanage. He said, no, I'm not going to police. I'm not going to take the child to the orphanage. So he said, I'll take care of this child. So he took care of the child. The child grew up. When the child was 3 years old, a miracle happened. The woman was pregnant. She was pregnant. There was a lot of joy, and she gave birth to twins. So the family was full with these children. They raised the children up, the twins and the child they had got on the gate. So when they grew up, it was amazing how these children loved one another. But there was something the husband still was wondering, because even though this child was not their child, the child resembled the other children. So he really kept insisting that how come they resemble and yet he's not our child. So one day, the woman sat the man down and told him exactly what it was. He told him that when I got this child, there was an envelope inside. And an envelope was saying that this child was a child, you are the father of the child, of a girl you have been seeing. And when she got the child, she decided just to bring the child to the gate. So when I got this note, I didn't want to break you. I know this could have disturbed you. I kept this secret from you. But this is a child you had with an illicit affair. So I decided to bring the child, and I didn't want this to break our family. The husband was so shocked to learn that the wife knew this, and they did not say this for a long time. He said, yes, I saw this. Even I had conducted a private DNA and they found indeed this was your child. So that was a virtuous woman. What have you done in your life? You see, he could have fled when she saw the letter, but she chose a different route. And this is where maybe it could have made their marriage to break up, and then he could have not gotten the twins. So what have you done in your life? You know, there are some people who are childless. Maybe it's because the way you treat other people's children. Maybe God is doing. I'm not saying, I'm not judging you, but have you done something? There is something you need to do. Don't only focus on what you have to get. Give. Before you receive, you also have to give something of value. Remember, this life, we live a life not that we are going to be here forever. Soon we will leave this world. And I want to finish this quote from the late Steve Jobs. And this is what he said. Remembering that I will be dead soon is the most important tool I have ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Almost everything, or external expectations, or pride, or fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death. Living only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. So I will want you to follow your heart. Search your heart and see where you can help. Be a Sunamite woman, even for a second, and you will see God's blessings on your way. Thank you. Hi, my name is Joshua Mandi, CEO, Managing Broker, Soft Landing Real Estate Services. We are located in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. We are a real estate company, and we serve the Twin Cities area and ETC environs. We provide services for sellers who want to sell homes and buyers who want to buy homes. Our excellent service speaks for itself. We have been in business for more than 18 years, serving metro area customers. If you want to buy a home or sell a home, feel free to call on us. We are member of National Association of Realtors, Minnesota Association of Realtors, and Minneapolis Association of Realtors. You will not be disappointed with our services. We promise our motto, we land you home softly. Thank you.